Good morning, Florida. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, of course it's another Florida vlog, but today we are going to be going to Busch Gardens. We've got fast passes, so excited. I'm not going to be filming on the rides because I don't have a GoPro and I don't know like the rules and regulations with filming, but I am going to be filming like what we are going on, what our opinions are on it, the lockers, because I couldn't find like anything on the lockers. So yeah, it's going to be a really good day. I'm going to obviously show you all like what rides we're going on and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be a very exciting day. And yeah, it's just beautiful. I mean, I'm gonna really miss that view because we're going home not tomorrow but the next day, and I'm quite sad about it because this time, because last year it like I was ready to go home, but this time I feel like it's just flown by and I'm not ready to go home. Although it's getting to the point where I'm not fed up, but like I'm starting to want my own bed sort of situation. So, and I'm excited to go home and do my nails. So yeah, let's go. This is the fit for today. I've just got these like little bows in my hair just to keep the two front bits out. I ain't got any makeup and I've just got sun cream on. I've got little bow earrings. Just got a necklace on, of course, my ring. This top, dungarees, and then I've gone with Nike trainers. Look at the sunrise. Currently at IHOP, and this is the one that I always get, like it's the only thing that I've tried on the menu. It's here! Oh, this looks insane every single time. It was so hot waiting for this coach as well, but they've ended up having two buses because this one got a bit too full, but I can't even zoom in. We're like 5 minutes away. Me and Liz pretty much slept the whole way. We are here, you can see a couple of coasters that one's just walked together. But like the coasters actually look insane. We was passing them on the way. But we're just about to pick up our tickets now. Look! Oh, it don't look actually that fast.
I rate this than this one.
Oh, it's coming. We're doing it straight away, just going straight in with Iron Glazer, and I am petrified, so time to put our stuff in the lockers and we're off on Iron Glazer. This is, I'm petrified. I've never actually been so scared for a coaster in my life. So that is not for plus size people. It like only just went down the loop, but like that one's not very forgiving at all. So it was quite sad, but never mind. I have seen like a few people not be able to get on it, so, and there's a lot of people walking down coming off like not being able to fit, so it is really sad that how like unforgiving that one is, but never mind. There's flamingos, and these ones are actually super pink. Look, we've got turtles. Look, it's moving. Look at the lizard. That's like what we saw in Miami. But yeah. Oh, it's really cute. And iguanas. They're really cute. I'm gonna try and get onto this one next. That'll be a fun one. So we've done Oblivion at Alton Towers. So this one will be a breeze, I hope. It's so scary. It's like, oh, it holds you for longer. So we did Shikra, which was, I was actually, I've never actually been so scared in my life. And again, I almost didn't get in the seat. Well, I was in the seat, but my thighs just wouldn't want to sit down and squish into it. But we did that. It ended up being fun. I was literally terrified for no reason. And then we've just done this water ride. I don't know what it's called. What's this one called? Do you know? No idea. But it had about 3 drops. The third one absolutely drenched us all. That's so funny, there's a Chick-fil-A. Now going on to Cumber, I think it's called. It opens at 11, which is past 11. But it's this. It looks actually quite good. I'm not as scared to go on this one. I just hope the seats are a bit forgiving because I think I'll cry if I can't get in it. It's got a couple of turns, twists and turns. Oh, that's it. It's going in action. And that's the test seat, which it looks like the same one as on the Sheikah, is it? Didn't fit in the test seat because of my chest area, but I was almost in it, which means the bigger seats I'll definitely be in, so I think we're all good. These are the lockers, so all you do is you click this. You can either choose like a one-time thing or you can use a multi-locker, which was $10. You swipe your card and then you can use it like all day. You create like your own pin. You put your pin in and into it, and then it works on all of them, which is pretty cool. And we've just done, I always forget what the names are, but I'm going to put the names like there anyway. And yeah, it was really good. It was a lot like smaller. Okay, it's a lot like smaller. Nowhere near as tense or smooth in smaller, but yeah, it was quite good. And I fit in the seat comfortably, which was a good thing. So yeah, we're like drying off now because it's a bit wet. But yeah, let's go to the next one. So this one, Craig was just telling us that it's from Scotland. It's like the first ever roller coaster he went on, although we're not too sure if it's open or not. Do you know what it's called?
The original name was Twist and Shout.
Well, it used to be called Twist and Shout. I don't know what it's called anymore. But yeah, it looks, I hope it is open because it looks quite good. It's not too big either. Like it looks like he'd get dizzy on it. I also keep forgetting to mention we bought fast passes and we literally don't need them. Every single ride we've literally been on is being walk-ons, so literally walk on, innit? So yeah, kind of wasted money on that, but never mind. I also don't think the drop tower's working because it's been off. Well, Lewis said that they've wanted to order a part and they said so about 3 years. So, and Lou said that he's gonna try and go. Well, he's gonna. Are you gonna do it? That's the drop tower that's not working. It's the one that like tilts you forward and you literally go face first. No thanks. This one's like a mini coaster, I think. There's elephants. Stop. They've got all like the horror stuff out and it looks so cool. Around the corner they had like little doors that like look like you go into different houses. We're gonna attempt this one, which it's the same manufacturers as Rita, Craig said. So it's like that green one. I don't know if you can see it. Yellow and green. We're gonna attempt it anyway. But apparently it goes really, 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 really fast, like Rita. So yeah, let's try it. This is the one that we're gonna go on. Look, they've got penguins. This one's just chilling. Look how cute they are. Oh, it's gonna get into the glass. Look cute it is. What is that? Oh, the trains are yellow. Also, Craig thought the lawnmower was a test seat. But look, I can't get over that. The penguin! We found the cheetah! So we've just got off cheetah hunt. We did use our fast passes on that one because there was a bit more of a wait. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It got my stomach a couple of times. It was really comfortable. It was like the same seats as Rita. Had a really good launch. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And so did the boys. Craig got in it, which he didn't fit in the tester seat, but he fit fine in the seats on the actual ride. So yeah, now we are heading to get some food. So we've got pepperoni pizza, mozzarella sticks and a cherry cola, and we're going to see how it is because this looks really, really nice. That was more like a flatbread, and it, to be honest, it wasn't the best, but I ate it because it was $40. But they were nice at least. So we're just about to go on to this one, and then we're going to go on to this one. I don't know the names yet. I'll try and find them soon. But there's one. Whoa! Okay, I'm excited for that one. It looks so good. So we've just done Cobra's Curse, then we did the yellow and blue one. You know, this one that's like the one at Fantasy Island. And what I'm going to say is it's like Nemesis. The blue and yellow one is exactly like Nemesis. So it was really good. It was kind of like the one at Fantasy Island, apart from it was like a lot more extreme. And then we also did the Cobra's Curse, I think it's called, again after that. And it also started raining, but it stopped now. It literally rained for a whole 2 minutes. finally getting to try Dippin' Dots. I've been wanting to try these for so long. One little tip though that I would also say is, you know, the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, most theme parks seem to have them, and you're allowed to refill your own water bottle for free as long as you're using the water, and you can also get the ice as well. So I've been like using that taking full advantage of that since I've been here. We're just waiting for the train now. Oh, I can hear the alarms going off, but yeah, the weather has actually held up alright. I mean, the sky says different, but yeah, it'll be a nice little train ride. Okay.
Our station master, when we get back to the priority station.
Yeah, we've also just had to get off because of that big black cloud over there, and it was thundering, so I'm guessing we're just gonna have to wait. This squirrel just wants to see everybody. So whilst we're waiting, I've made the decision that I'm gonna buy the Sony M4 headphones because the noise cancelling. Craig's got the M5s, he did used to have the M4s, but he said that he preferred the M4s. So I've decided that I am going to get those tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. Mainly because they are noise cancelling, and on that flight home I'm going to need noise cancelling because I wish that I had it like on the way coming here, and I also think I'd use them a lot more than my earbuds because my earbuds fall on my ear. That's what puts me off using them. I'm so lightning.
Ladies and gentlemen, currently we have inclement weather within the immediate vicinity of the park. In the interest of safety, all rides and attractions have ceased operation, including the train ride. Once the weather has cleared the area, we will reopen the train ride as well as the other rides and attractions as conditions allow. Thank you for your patience.
Fun times. Look at the pure size of them. They're huge. We've made it back to the bus. It's just started heaving it down. You can see, but literally sweating because we was wearing our ponchos. Luckily we didn't bring them, and just pure sweat. This isn't even water, this is sweat. But yeah, I think we've made it in good timing. I mean, it's nearly 5 o'clock, so we'll be heading off soon back to the hotel, and I'm chilling out for the rest of the evening, so I'm so tired. Okay, we are now back home. In this little tub is hotel food. It is just mashed potatoes with gravy, and then I've also decided to go for, so it's like a big thing in the US to have chicken and waffles, so I've got it. I'm not going to put it all over in case I don't like it, but I have in fact got chicken and waffles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a little bit first, and then I'll like decide whether I will like it or not. But I think more than anything I'm just going to have the mash as a side, and then I'll have the chicken as my main, and then have my waffles for a pudding. But yeah, I'm going to do like a whole rundown on the full day very soon, but I'm just going to eat this first because I'm starving. Alrighty, so I finished my chicken and waffles. I didn't end up having it together because I was just too scared. I just feel like it was supposed to be like the chicken was like a main and then the waffles were like a dessert. But anyways, let's get on to the breakdown of the day. So the first thing that we tried was Ayanguaze, which unfortunately we couldn't get on because we tried the test seats. The test seats were saying that we couldn't get on, but we later realised that the test seats just weren't as forgiving as like the actual ride was. Like when we went on Cobra's Curse, for example, the test seats said that like Craig couldn't have got on, although he did get on fine, and also the test seat for one of them I couldn't get on, although on the ride I had loads of room. But anyways, we ended up, I'm gonna get around to that anyways. I've got like a list of things for the breakdown because it'll just all fly, go through one ear around the other basically. But anyways, so yeah, Ayanguaze unfortunately we didn't go on, but to be honest, as we was trying the test seat, there was so many people that were coming down because they couldn't fit in it. So I guess it's just not a very forgiving ride, although it is understandable because it looks crazy. So the next ride we went on was our first ride, and it was personally my absolute favourite, and it was very much like Oblivion at Alton Towers. Although if you've ever been to Alton Towers and ridden Oblivion, you'll know like you're on it, you go around, you have your drop, and then it just takes you back around. Whereas this one, completely different. The same drop, but having you get it twice, the second one's like not as bad. So basically like you went on it, you went up, and then you go on like on your first drop, and then you go around, and then you have your second drop, and yeah, just by far one of my favourites, although it was very uncomfortable. Like, I'd fit in the seat, although my thighs were like, I don't know, I was sat weird because like even like the bigger seat, like for some reason they didn't make the actual seat bigger, they just made like the bit that went over your head like a little, like the straps a little bit longer. I don't know how to explain it, but it just, I don't know, the seats just weren't as forgiving as was expected, I don't think. But it was my favourite ride. We was going to go on it again, but I'll explain later why we ended up we missed a ride. We ended up not going on, like, even attempted Anguaze, and we didn't end up riding this ride again, and I'll explain that later on. Stanley Falls was the next ride that we went on after Shikra, and basically that was the one and only water ride that we did because the other water ride was like out of action. I'm not too sure why, it just said that it was shut for the day. One of the drops did remind me of Dudley Doo's Riptide Falls at Universal, I think it's called. The very last drop was super steep and it absolutely terrified me because there wasn't a bar and I was right at the front and I just thought I was just gonna fly out. Obviously I wasn't going to, they weren't gonna let that happen to me, but yeah. There wasn't a bar in it, but one of the drops reminded me of the Dudley Doo Riptide Falls at Universal. It was just a really good ride. Well, for a water ride anyway. We also got like absolutely soaked, as you would have seen, like crazy. Okay, Cumbria was the next ride that we went on, and it was like a subtle version of the Smiler. The track was extremely bumpy though, like it definitely does need a retrack at some point. What I will say though is that the seats were way more comfortable. Like why is that seat comfortable? Well, none of the others are. Like it was like the most comfortable ride for me anyway. For the big thighs and a bigger like chest area, like that one was the most comfortable anyway. Cheetah Hunt. Okay, I've got a lot to say about this ride. It was so smooth. It was very much like Rita at Alton Towers. Like it had a launch, it was the same seats, and yeah, it had a lot, like it had like a lot more than Rita. Like it had loops and it was just like, it was fast, it was smooth. The seats were kind of comfortable. It hurt me like around my collarbone area, but I think it was because of where my bra strap was, like it was pressing it into me. But yeah, again, that's one of those that the test seat said that Craig wouldn't have fit in, but he like fit fine. Cobra's Curse was the next ride that we went on, and it's kind of like I've never actually seen a ride system like it or been on one before, and it's kind of like Mousetrap. Like it's the same like seat movements, I guess. It's just not as fast. If you've ever been on a Mousetrap ride before, it's kind of like that. Although it literally starts, you sit down, it's like on a conveyor belt, you're going, and then all of a sudden, you're going up. Like, the cart's literally going like an elevator, click into place, and then there's two carts with 4 seats, like 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then there's like another cart behind you. And basically, you go up together, you go up to the top, and then like you spin and you stay, you spin and you stay, you're going back at one point, then you're on your side, and like it felt weird. And the best cart was the back cart. Like the first time we rode it was in the front cart, the second time was in the back cart, and the back cart by far was the best. Like it was such a good ride. Montu was the last ride I think we did, and no, so basically what happened was we went on Cobra's Curse, we did Montu, and then we did Cobra's Curse, and then that was our last ride. But Montu, basically if you've ever been to Fantasy Island in the UK, in Ingermells, they have a ride that it's the same like seats and stuff like that. Like it's one where it goes over your head and then like you're kind of dangling, and what I will recommend if you do ride it, sit at the front, because it flips over so many times that if you're not at the front, like you won't feel it. So all we had in front of us was seats, like all we could see was the chairs in front of us, and it just, I don't know, I think it would have been way more fun at the front. There was also way more of a line for the front, like people were queuing up to actually sit at the front. But yeah, it's very much like the yellow and blue ride at Fantasy Island, same like seat things, although it went like it was kind of like it, but it was just like a lot more extreme than the one at Fantasy Island, and it was very much like Nemesis. There's a new ride at Alton Towers called Nemesis, and a lot of people have been comparing it to that, and apparently it's very similar, same like ride system. I think someone said about the loops were quite similar and stuff like that. So yeah, we are still yet to go on Nemesis, but we are going to Alton Towers in November, so that will be a video coming up very, very soon. I do want to just correct myself then. Nemesis isn't a new ride. It's been open for many, many years. It's just had a new like free track, and as far as I'm aware, it's a lot of people's favourites. It's like a fan favourite, but yeah, we'll be doing that in November. Alright, to sum up the day, what I'd like to say is that we missed the train, so as you'd seen, the weather just had let us down, and that's why we ended up missing, what rides did we mean? We missed Tigress, which I really wanted to ride. It's one that it cradles you back and forth and then you go woo, but yeah, we'd missed Tigress because of the weather. We was going to go in Anguaze, or was going to attempt and at least try and sit in the seat, because we'd realised like the test seats weren't as like accurate as the actual ride was, so we was going to like attempt to do that again, but unfortunately the weather let us down. That wasn't the park's fault, but yeah, we did miss a ride. Well, technically we missed 2 rides, and I also really wanted to ride Secret again, but again, weather let us down, and I'm not too sure if we would have fit it all in. But yeah, that's basically to sum up that bit. What I will say though is the locker system. Every theme park, in my opinion, should have that locker system. I mean, I did show it. Well, basically you pay a certain amount and you can use it. Like, you can either pay $2 for each ride, or we personally paid $10, and it was like you could use it on all the rides. You set up your own pin, you got a receipt with your number on, so you could just stick it in your pocket so that you don't forget the number of the locker. Again, like, you create your own pin, and yeah, that was such a good system to have, in my opinion. Again, this is all just my opinion, but that was like the best locker system that I've ever seen in any theme park. What I will say though is we had a pizza which was more like a flatbread, and honestly it wasn't that nice. It was a little bit too dry for me personally. The mozzarella sticks were okay. There was like, I was hungry, so it was gonna taste kind of nice, but it was a little bit too bready. And yeah, I don't know. There was a Chick-fil-A though which Lewis tried, and it was alright. So I mean, if you don't want to try their food, there is a Chick-fil-A. And the last thing that I would like to mention is that if you want breaks in between rides, or you've completed all the rides like we did, the animals, like the amount of animals like around the park that you can go see and like look at, like it was really nice to just be passing through and be like, oh my god, look at that. Like, it was, the animals is a really good touch. Like, I really enjoyed the fact that they had animals all around the parks. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was just really nice. But the last thing that I do want to say on the park, it seems to be, I don't want to say it's going downhill, but I think it could definitely do to have some kind of money put into it. Like, we were saying that we think it could just be something to do with like where it is. Like, if it was more in central Orlando, like around here, like where Universal and Disney and stuff is, I think if it was around here it would do like a lot better. But obviously you can't just pack up and go. But yeah, it seems to be going a little bit downhill. I don't really like that word, but yeah, it needs something putting into it, because it's such a good theme park that it just needs a little bit more love, I think. I lied, there's 2 more things. The first thing is that there was a ride that got deactivated 2 weeks ago. That was the one that was on about, like, Craig had, like, it was his first roller coaster. It's from Scotland. Unfortunately we didn't get to go on it because 2 weeks ago it got fully shut down, because it's just an old ride. And yeah, it was called Scorpion, that was it. I looked it online and it said it was called Scorpion, but yeah, that's officially gone. And then the last thing on the matter is that there was also a safari, although you had to pay an extra, was it like $40 or something like that? Yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on Tampa Bay's Busch Gardens. And yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Tomorrow the plan is to go to Best Buy, we're going to Epcot, and then we're going to go to Magic Kingdom to watch the fireworks. So that's going to be tomorrow's video. So yeah, comment down below if you'd like your like thoughts and opinions on Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay, because I'd love to know like what your favourite rides were, or like what you thought on like what your thoughts were about the park and things like that. But yeah, overall it was actually a really lovely day. It was quiet. We didn't even end up, like, we paid for fast passes and we didn't even need them because everything was like a 5-minute wait. I think we used it once because the wait time was 15 minutes and it just wasn't 15 minutes. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.